So if you're researching foam insulation, you're probably wondering, can you rewire or can you put a new pipe in once that foam is inside the wall? Maybe you've heard this is an issue, but is it really? Let's talk about it. So we get a lot of comments and questions on our social medias with concerns about working with plumbing or electrical in wall cavities that have foam insulation in them. First of all, let me address that there's two separate types of foam insulation that you typically find: spray foam and injection foam. Let's quickly get spray foam out of the way. First, if it's closed cell spray foam and you have to get to the electrical or plumbing for any reason, yes, that situation will be a little difficult because that foam does get very hard and rigid. However, when you're talking about open cell spray foam, then it is much easier. That foam is very soft and pliable. You can fish wires through it if you need to add a wire, or you can pull wires through it if you need to disconnect, run a new line, anything like that. If you need to do plumbing in open cell spray foam, very easy to cut a section out, put a piece of plumbing in or a new junction or whatever you have to do. Again, open cell spray foam, very easy to work with. Okay, that's spray foam. Let's get that out of here. Now let's talk about injection foam, because I want to separate the two, because it's oftentimes that questions or concerns for spray foam and injection foam kind of get intertwined, which can be a bit confusing. When we're talking about injection foam in exterior walls, again, this product is very soft and pliable. You can fish wires through it, super easy, no problem at all. It's actually easier to fish wires through injection foam than it is fiberglass insulation. Now, when it comes to plumbing, you have to also keep in mind, if you're going to do any plumbing project, you're probably going to take down drywall or sheeting and open up that wall to a degree. And yes, at that point, very easy to take that injection foam out, either in a section, or you can take the entire cavity out and then do whatever project you need. And oftentimes it's very easy for a contractor to come out and touch up that one cavity once your project is complete. Now, another concern with injection foam in the walls is, what if there's some type of repair that needs to be done with either the electrical or the plumbing? If there's a wire that needs to be replaced or a wire that gets damaged that needs to be rerun, no problem. You can easily pull that wire out. You can fish a new wire in and hook it up. No problem at all. The injection foam gives very little resistance in that situation. Now, if you have some type of pipe leak for whatever reason, and there is injection foam in that wall cavity, super easy to get that foam out, do your repair, and close up the cavity as needed. The foam should not impede you being able to identify where the leak is. It may slow it down a little bit. Obviously, you do have a foam in that cavity that it may take the water a little bit more time to come to the bottom or to show on the front of your drywall, depending on how bad your leak is, of course, but you will be able to identify where that area is. Like I said, obviously it's not going to be as obvious as if there was nothing inside the cavity, but you should still have little problem being able to identify exactly where the issue is. And as I said, very little problem taking that foam out, doing your repair, and then touching up that cavity as needed. I hope this clears up a lot of confusion, and it's understandable that you may have these concerns because you see some things online about having issues with foam insulation. Oftentimes it gets confused from people having to work with a spray foam, specifically a closed cell spray foam, because yes, that is a little bit challenging. Injection foam and even open cell spray foam, completely different animals, and it will give you very little resistance. I hope this cleared up a lot of information on plumbing and electrical wiring with injection foam insulation. So if you're looking to learn more about foam insulation, first of all, you subscribe to this channel, but also check out our description below. Check out our buyer's guide that's full of a ton of information all about foam insulation that can help you out along your journey. This is the Professor of Foam reminding you that building is a science.